We have already understood the Pancha Yogas for financial growth and stability. We now look at the particular yoga, how it is formed, what are its significance, what are the impacts. So, when we talk about the financial growth and stability, definitely it is money, wealth. It can be in the form of kind or greed. Please understand, these five yogas are the major yogas for the financial growth and stability. The five yogas being the Parvata Yoga, Parijata Yoga, Dana Yoga, Mahalakshmi Yoga, Amala Yoga. So, coming to the Parvata Yoga, Parvata means mountain. So, this is something like a kind of a mountainous yoga. That means that it can take you to the peak. Usually, this kind of yoga is beneficial to person in the way of getting power, becoming a politician or getting into a top position in his career. So Parvata Yoga, how it is formed, what are its significance, how can one understand whether he has Parvata Yoga or not, we will see in this video. Okay, now let us look at the Parvata Yoga, whether your natal chart has the Parvata Yoga. Let us understand Parvata Yoga with a example. Here I have taken the Simha Lagna. I am using Mesha, Vrishbha, Mithuna nomenclatures. If somebody needs to understand the houses in English, you can just understand it. It starts from Aries. So if somebody has issue in understanding that, maybe they can get back to me. So here we are considering the Simha Lagna. So how this Parvata Yoga is formed in one's natal chart. See, Parvata Yoga, we all know that it's highly auspicious and is happening in three ways. So let's look at that, how it is happening, and later we can go through the significance of it. So the first statement says, if the ruling lord of the first house in a person's horoscope is in its exalted position or is present in its own zodiac sign along with angular houses or triangular houses, it leads to the formation of Parvata Yoga. Please understand, the first house always denotes the Lagna, the ascendant house. Here the Lagna is in the Leo, it is in the Simha. So the Simha Rashi is the first house. That's the reason you can see the markings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 12th house is the Kataka. So if the ruling lord of the first house in a person's horoscope is in its exalted position, Ucha Nicha, so Lagna lord is Sun, because it is a Simha Rashi. Sun is the lord of this house. If he is in the exalted position, what is the exalted position for Sun? It is the Mesha Rashi. That means if Sun is either present in Mesha Rashi or is present in its own zodiac sign, or if the Sun is present in the Simha Rashi, we will get this Parvata Yoga along with angular houses. What are the angular houses? The Kendras. 1, 4, 7 and 10 are the Kendras. Or triangular. 1, 5, 9. 1, 5 and 9. If the lord of the Lagna is present in these houses, it will lead to the formation of Parvata Yoga. So this is first way of Parvata Yoga. How the conjunction of other aspects will also lead to Parvata Yoga, let us see that. The second way is, if any planet is present in the 6th and 8th house of a native's chart, and if at all it is auspicious. That means, see, we say that the sixth house and eighth house should not have any malefic planets. If at all we have planets, it should be benefic or auspicious planets. So along with this, if all the auspicious planets are present in angular houses, again angular houses is the Kendras 1, 4, 7, 10, it leads to the formation of Parvata Yoga. This is the second understanding. Now, how else we observe the Parvata Yoga is, if in a native's horoscope, the Lord of the first house, that is here in the example, it is the Sun, Lord of the first house, that is nothing but Lagnesh, and the Lord of the 12th house, Dwadadesh. Dwadadesh is like 12th house. If these two are present in angular positions 1, 4, 7 and 10, so here 12th house owner is Moon. So if Sun and Moon are in Kendras, then Parvata Yoga is formed. Please understand, it's easy to understand, but you should be aware of other knowledge. So you cannot directly jump into and get into conclusions. You should be aware of what are Kendras and Trikonas, Ucha and Nicha, malefic planets, benefic planets, how it is auspicious, how it is inauspicious, what is the significance of each house, what sixth house represents, what eighth house represent, what happens if you have malefic planets in different houses, what happens if you have benefic planets in different houses. If you are aware of all these understandings, it is very easy for you to understand how this yoga is formed or how you can calculate Parvata Yoga in your natal chart. If you have Parvata Yoga, you can easily understand by going through this video. Okay, the impact on life from the Parvata Yoga. In the previous video, when I was talking about the Pancha Yogas for financial growth and stability, I had mentioned that Parvata Yoga more or less denotes a political career. Let us understand that in a bit more manner here. If Parvata Yoga is formed in one's chart, natal chart, such natives are considered very lucky. Why they are considered very lucky? Because they enjoy lot of financial abundance. They are interested in politics and sometimes choose this field as their career and achieve success to a greater extent. High position like chief ministers or even other posts that are like very difficult to be acquired by others is what they achieve due to the support of Parvata Yoga. So such peoples are considered good orators and writers. They will be very good in speech, as well as they write lot of scripts that are highly appreciated by the audience. So whoever has this Parvata Yoga in their Kundali are laced with rights. Financially they are strong, they get respect from the society, and most of the time they lead a very rich and happy life. Again, the happiness in life depends on different factors. Let us not really consider that happiness here, but definitely they lead a rich life is what we need to understand here. As always, please subscribe, like and share so that even I'll get some support for sharing more knowledge.